Greetings and welcome to my dear Pisces. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome to the channel. Um, Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will. My readings are for guidance. They come from the light and shine through the darkness. So it will not resonate for everyone. If it does, please make sure to have that like. And subscribe for future readings. If not, I do apologize and please take care. Otherwise, today the 12th house will be focusing on the 12th house, the house of dissolution, as well as the house of empathy, spirituality, the sea of spiritual information and informatics is here. Please take only what you will. The Great Mirror is a tool devised from a 9-card spread in order to see the apparent and subjective views that may be linked between you and a significant other in terms of energetic reserve and karma and modes of karma. Please take only what you will. I do thank you for tuning in. Today we shall be working from the 1890 deck from BP Gamal, Paris, France. It's a 130-year-old deck. Please take only what you will. Thank you very much for tuning in, my dear Pisces. We'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay, complications in this reading. Okay, interesting. There's something about you wanting to end a cycle of passions, a cycle of desires that somehow relates to the energy of this person. It could be a cyclical response or responsibility to cycles that occur often in your lifetime that has to do with this type of energy. An energy that is Taurian in nature, dealing with the Hierophant, but also Aquarian in nature. Therefore, the 2nd and 11th houses are activated through this connection. But it is through the 11th house as well as the 12th houses and the merging of those two houses that the action occurs here, okay? This has to do with laissez-faire, hands-off policies, fair-handed policies when dealing with a spiritual other, more about the reception of certain emotional transferences that occur between you and the significant other. A period of not really reaching out, of really receiving. And that is what is expected here, and that is possibly one of the difficulties regarding this connection, the level of expectation. There's something about you that has become possibly jaded, maybe a little bit weary in terms of what you can take from the situation, and you've taken a great deal in terms of thought cycles, and really I think there has been a period of an end when it comes to certain things. It doesn't mean you're ending things with this type of energy, this type of person, this type of archetype, but it more resembles a sort of what you can take from the situation. Okay, what you can take from the platform that has existed on a conscious level between you two, consciously choosing to passionately sort of co-create in some sort of way, reaching a type of harmony. At the same time, they seem to be committed elsewhere, outside of the situation, or perhaps you may project onto them this thing of commitment, but then it's not that what you're actually searching for. There's something of a lesson here that has to do with a deep longing on a spiritual level, that has to be that harkens all the way back to essentially a feeling of being godless, or a feeling of being lost in a type of spiritual dimension that does not involve religiosity, that does not involve worship of one particular institution or idol or Godhead. And that is the conundrum here, because in this person you may find someone who may be extremely dogmatic in a certain way, more fanatic in another, but then really trying to live up to the claims that they wear on their sleeve. Okay, and there is possibly some sort of hidden connection, hidden sort of worship towards you, but then you are busy on the way out, taking what you've already learned from the situation. What is occurring here is a platform that occurs for both of you to live accordingly in a parallelly sort of repulsed way, in a repulsed manner from each other into the external world. A birth, if you will, or a type of rebirth, a cycle that has been difficult, but now there's like something that you're taking in terms of intellectual merits, and they're taking it in terms of redevelopment of their own sort of redevelopment of their own sort of personal commitments or their promises. Okay, because of such, what occurs here is you having many options, or that's what you want to have. But even with these many options, there's difficulty in making a true choice. Possibly difficulty in ending the cycle as it is, and there is perhaps a jaded sort of mentality, a light green, a pale green, sort of a softer demon within you that is being tamed in some sort of way. What occurs here is, once again, the reignition of passion. You have to be careful, because this person is doubling up on efforts to make joy occur for them one way or another. In that respect, they could resemble someone who is part or affiliated in a type of commitment, but they are going outside of their commitment to find some sort of frivolity. Okay, this is glass, and it will break. So be careful with that. There's also a possibility that they're being informed by deeper impulses that have to do with very, very strong, passionate compulsions of love. The Two of Cups here, coupling, very strong here on their end. Okay, so it's out of disparity. It's not desperateness. It's more of like a cosmic blue that comes out of the yearning for God, or for like some sort of spiritual resonance in the material world here, that fuels this connection, that fuels this type of cycle. At the same time, what emerges out of it is a type of mutual imprisonment, or an imprisonment that binds both of you together into a cycle that is very much revolving around a period here that talks about psychological pyramids, or psychological formations, or possibly castles, structures, essentially structures of the mind that can be both limiting but also shielding in a way. So you have to perhaps take what you will from it. There is a very strong neutrality here that has to do with the muddiness of the connection, that talks about the rebellion against Godhead, that talks about the rebellion against the way things should be, the rebellion against fate. Okay, what this is leading up to, I would say, is a period of love but no take, a period of also freedom, but not being sort of not being sort of content with that freedom in terms of love or in terms of creation, creative possibilities. Um, there's a development of truth here that will help both of you lead into various different paths, and then you guys will eventually mirror with each other very strongly. And that's what I see with the great mirror. Some other pieces of advice are to walk the path of slow and steadiness towards finding a way to transcend fear. There could also be fear of the way and method in which you are doing things in a Taurian way, in the way you are possessing things in the material realm. There could be a need for you to break free from that in some sort of way, because there's a strong compulsion for commitment here that is not being sort of reserved. That is what I'm seeing. So hopefully that struck a chord. Hopefully it didn't. Either way, I do appreciate the entertainment value of this reading. Otherwise, it was kind of deep. So please remember to take only what you will, and note that my readings are from the light into the darkness. Thank you very much. Bye bye.